Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on Love After Lockup Part 2. Season 6, Episode 1. It's titled Throuple Trouble. I just uploaded Part 1. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. Let's get started with Part 2. So, we're going to talk about Brooke and JK. They're from Texas. Brooke is 31 years old. She's a merchandiser, whatever that means. JK is 31 as well. He did 6 years for manufacturing delivery of a controlled substance. Oh, I love this lipstick. It's so cute. It's not unevenly, but it's cute. I like it. Anyway, Brooke has 2 boys. She has an 8-year-old and a 12-year-old. Both boys have separate fathers, and their fathers are not in their lives. JK is about to be released, and he is looking forward to being a stepdaddy. They met as teenagers, but her father would not allow her to go out with him. 3 years ago, he told his cousin to hook them up, and a relationship began. Brooke has a lip piercing that I find annoying and ridiculous. It's right smack here. She should at least have it on the corner of her mouth, but it's smack in the middle. I hate it. It's annoying. I don't like it. Anyway, she's talking to her mother about having a child with JK. And the mother is saying, you already have 2 kids that don't have any daddy, and you're having a hard time supporting them. So why are you going to have another kid with this other guy? But you can't tell Brooke nothing. Brooke going to do what Brooke want to do. Okay? So JK has a female friend named Bonnie. He met her when he was 16 and they dated. Excuse me. When he turned 17, he started going to prison, so they drifted apart. But now they're best friends and he loves her to death. He said Bonnie is more like family. Brooke told us that JK asked her if Bonnie could move in with her, and she said yes because she is sure that JK and Bonnie are nothing but just friends. We find out that, I bet you if Bonnie was sexy and cute and pretty and everything else, she would have said hell to the no. But I think she said yes to Bonnie moving in with her because Bonnie don't look better. She don't think Bonnie look better than her. Bonnie's kind of chunky and don't dress, sexy or cute. She just look frumpy and chunky and blah. But I bet you if Bonnie was sexy and lively and perky and cute, she would be like, hell to the no. But anyway, she said yes, and Bonnie moved in with her. We find out that JK will have an ankle monitor and he will be paroled to his mother's house. JK said him and Brooke were on and off for the last 3 years. Here we go again with this on and off bullcrap. What is on and off? You're together, you break up. 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 Why would anybody do some mess like that? Once you put something in the trash, don't go digging in the trash for it. It's gone. It's in the trash. There's a reason you put it in the trash. Let it stay in the trash. This on and off thing is pissing me off. I don't understand it. I don't know why. On and off. He said he met Alex a year and a half ago. He said at that time, him and Brooke were not together. I guess they were off. They weren't on, they were off. And then he met Alex. He said when he got with Alex, they talked 5, 6, 7 times a day, 3 to 4 hours phone calls. Is that what we're doing in jail now? We're having 3 to 4 hour phone calls? We just be on the phone talking for 3 to 4 hours? That's basically half a day. That's half a day. He said they were talking about having babies. This man is locked up in jail. For how many years, I said? 6 years. And he's talking to this chick about having babies. Whatever. Brooke said while JK was talking to Alex, he was still calling her and telling her he loved her. Bonnie said she was best friends with Alex and she was living with Alex. Bonnie said Alex had her babysit one time while she had sex with some guy. So Bonnie took it upon herself to set her friend up, her best friend, roommate up, by recording her saying she was cheating with some guy. And then she told JK. And I guess that's why she had to move in. That's why JK begged Brooke to let Bonnie move in, because Alex probably kicked her ass out of the house because she betrayed her to JK. That's probably why she was homeless. So Alex must have kicked her ass to the curb and said, "Get the hell out of my house." So that's why JK called up Brooke and said, "Brooke, my friend Bonnie needs a place to stay." JK said he broke up with Alex and he found out she was cheating. He broke up with her. So 3 months ago, he contacted Brooke. So now they're on again. He was off with Brooke. He was messing with Alex. He found out Alex was effing around on him. So he dumped Alex. Now he's back with Brooke. So now him and Brooke, so now we have Brooke questioning Bonnie if JK has been talking to Alex. Why is she suspicious that JK is talking to Alex? Bonnie told her that as far as she knows, no, they haven't been talking. But then Bonnie told us that she's not telling Brooke everything that she knows about JK and Alex. She said because JK is her friend, and that's who she's loyal to. And you could tell that's who she's loyal to because she betrayed her best friend Alex for JK. And she would betray her roommate Brooke, the chick that's putting a roof over her head. She'll betray Brooke for JK, a criminal. He has a place to go when he get out of jail, Bonnie. If Brooke decides to kick your ass out, where you gonna go? You can't go back to Alex. Girl. JK told us that he talked to Alex 2 to 3 weeks ago, and he claimed Alex wants him. Alex wants him back. Brooke said if Alex shows up at the release, she's going to put her hands on her. Why? Why are you going to fight Alex over JK? Why? If she shows up at the jail at the release, that means JK communicated with her and let her know when he was getting released and what time he was getting released. So if she shows up at the prison at release, that's because JK has been communicating with her and he told her exactly what time to be there. I think Brooke is stupid for talking about she's going to put her hand on Alex. Alex didn't do nothing to you. Alex hasn't done anything to you. Okay? Next up, we have Joey and Michael. Joey is 48. He's a real estate brokerage coordinator. Michael is 40. He did 1 year. They're from Idaho, by the way. Michael is 40. He did 1 year for intent to deliver and drug trafficking. They were on the show before. Michael is about to be released. Joey is on the phone with him, and he asks Joey. Michael asks Joey to schedule him a haircut. I hate needy men. I hate needy people. Why don't he schedule his own haircut when he get out of jail? Why Joey got to schedule his haircut? Then he asked Joey if he went to his mother's house and picked up his phone. Why can't you go to your own mother's house and pick up your own phone? Why Joey got to do all that? I hate needy people. Michael is needy and Joey is a doormat. So Joey and Michael, they met on a dating app. After dating a month, Michael went to jail. Michael has been in and out of jail multiple times. He likes going to jail. Every time he goes to jail, it's a short sentence. He was only in for a year this time. Him going to jail is like a slap on the wrist. He said going to jail ain't nothing but a thing for him. So obviously, he has not learned his lesson. So Joey goes to Michael's mother's house to pick up Michael's phone. Joey's mother discuss Michael behaving and not going back to jail and to drugs. Joey let us know that this is Michael's last chance. He told us that if you commit 3 felonies within a certain time frame, you can get life in prison. And Michael is right there on the crust of that. So Michael need to watch his P's and Q's and not mess up ever again. Michael is also a bad influence on Joey. Joey said the last time he was with Michael, he used meth. Joey has been clean for a year. And the only reason he's been clean for a year is because Michael has been in jail for a year. He's been away from him. Joey is worried that Michael may use meth and that will tempt him to use meth as well. So why the hell are you with someone who you know will tempt you to do drugs? Why? Michael's mother said usually after Michael is released, he's only good for a couple of months, then he's back to drugs. She said Michael wanted to live with her, but she told him hell to the no. She said she has been there, done that, and she ain't doing it no more. She said she has cried with Michael, she has yelled at Michael, and nothing works. She said Michael will not give up drugs, not until he's ready. And she's right. Nobody can make him give up drugs. He's going to have to want to do it and give it up all on his own. So she goes, she does a factory reset on his phone and delete all his contacts. Because she doesn't want him contacting his drug dealers when he gets out. Joey lives with his parents. He is telling his father that they won't see him for a couple of days because when Michael gets released, they are going to a hotel for some private time. Joey's father is a recovering alcoholic. He is worried that Michael will influence Joey back into using drugs because Joey fell off the wagon because of Michael. We find out that Michael has to go to a halfway house. Joey used to work at a halfway house, and he knows what halfway houses are like, and he's not happy that Michael has to go to a halfway house. Joey is worried that him and Michael will not have the same sexual chemistry because when they had sex before, they were both high. Michael is worried about being in a monogamous relationship because he's never done that before, and he hasn't told Joey that he's never been in a monogamous relationship before. So that's the end of them. Next, we have another Texas couple. Her name starts with a Q, but I think they pronounced it Kiana. So I'm going to pronounce it Kiana. So it's Kiana and Demondrick. They're from Texas. Kiana is 27 years old. She's a hairstylist and a pharmacy technician. Demondrick is 30. He's been in jail for 2 years for firearm under felony indictment. Kiana is at the hair salon where she works, and she is telling her coworker and every damn body in the place, all the clients, that Demondrick is getting released early and he will be released in a couple of days. She said her and Demondrick have been on and off for 10 years. Here we go again with the on and off. But on and off for 10 years? I can't even understand 2 years, 3 years, 1 year. But 10 years? You're on and off for 10 years? You're not on and off for no 10 years. You just... I don't get this on and off thing. It's annoying to me. It doesn't make sense. How would you dump somebody or somebody dump you and you go back to them? They dump you, go back to them. Dump, back and forth, for 10 whole years? Oh, she said now they have been together for about a year and a half. So they've been together for a year and a half with no break, no back and forth. She said they first got together when she was in high school. She said he was her first real boyfriend. Kiana said she loved Demondrick. She said she loved his smile, his laugh, his arms, his body. She said he is so sexy. She said he's so chocolatey. She said she would lick him right now. All these are outside appearances. What about his heart? What about his head? What about his mind? What about his brain? What about his morals? What about any of that stuff? What about what he wants to do 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What about his... She's just looking at the outside. She just loved the way he looks on the outside. Looks fade. Looks go away. He's not gonna have a six pack and thick arms forever. And I think wasn't he missing some teeth? She said she loved his smile. I think he was missing some teeth. Yeah. She just look. She's looking on what he looks like on the outside. What about the inside? She just loved his physical appearance. She told her coworkers that Demondrick will be on house arrest. She loves that. That means he'll be up under her. Kiana told us that Demondrick has 6 kids with 3 different women. Well, they've been on and off for 10 years. When he's been off, he's been having unprotected sex and burning kids, having kids. So they've been off and on for 10 years. And during those 10 years, he's had 6 kids with 3 different women. So that means he's out there having sex raw. Not protecting himself, nothing. And now he's back with her. He's been out there. That's only the 6 kids we know about. What about the other women that didn't get pregnant? I mean, he's out there having it raw, doing it raw. And then now he's back with you. And you just love him because he's chocolatey. Girl. Kiana said she has no problems with the baby mamas, only one. Joella. Joella has 3 kids by Demondrick. Joella is posting on social media like she and Demondrick are still together. Joella posted, "Missing my baby's father. Can't wait to hug my boy." Kiana said Joella is still in love with Demondrick. They showed us Joella's explicit post about Demondrick. Kiana said that Demondrick has moved on. Plus, she had him first. It doesn't matter who had him first, second, third, fourth, fifth. He's been out here having sex with women unprotected and having kids. It doesn't matter who had him first, second. I think Kiana is immature. I had him first. Kiana said Demondrick has cheated on her with Joella twice because he was going through a lot. He only cheated on you twice with her, but they have 3 kids. I guess maybe he wasn't with you. He wasn't together with you when they had the 3rd kid, one of the kids. Y'all weren't together when he had one of the kids with her. I don't know. She said he cheated on her with Joella twice. So that means while y'all wasn't off, y'all were on, he was messing with Joella. Okay. She said he was going through a lot. So she forgives him because he was going through a lot. So when you're going through a lot, you just go have raw sex with people, with anybody. Anyway, Kiana's co-workers are telling her that Demondrick is telling Joella one thing and telling her something else. And they're telling her that Demondrick is going to cater to whoever is catering to him the most. Kiana said she has spent more than $20,000 on Demondrick, but she doesn't feel like he's using her. Anyway, next, Kiana and her stepfather are going to drive 5.5 hours to pick up Demondrick. But first, they have to go to Demondrick's father's house to get some of Demondrick's clothes. Her stepfather is just as delusional as she is. Her stepfather is a people pleaser. He's a people pleaser. I can't stand people pleaser. I cannot stand men who are people pleaser. He's trying to please Kiana. He's trying to please Demondrick. He's trying to please Demondrick's father. He's just a people pleaser. Their stepfather said if Demondrick shows him that he is a good guy for Kiana, he will expect he will respect him, I guess that's what he said. I don't know what I wrote down. But if he shows that he's a bad guy, he'll treat him like a bad guy. As far as I'm concerned, Demondrick has showed nothing but being a bad guy. For one thing, he committed a crime and went to jail. That's for one thing. For another thing, He has 6 kids and 3 baby mamas. And he's cheated on your stepdaughter twice. These are words coming from her mouth. For another thing, I think he's still talking to Jaquila because she's posting stuff on the nasty stuff about him on the social media. I mean, what's so good about Demondrick? Why is he saying if he shows me he's a good guy, then I'll respect him, but if he shows me he's a bad guy, then that's, I'll treat him like a bad guy. Stepfather, be quiet. He's a bad guy. He's shown every single reason for you to believe that he's a bad guy. And she's also spent $20,000 on him. If he's a good guy, why is he allowing her to spend $20,000 on him? Why is he asking her for money if he's such a good guy? Anywho, Kiana told us that she is not close with Demondrick's family. She said her stepfather and Demondrick's parents have known each other way back in the day. She said she has not spoken with Demondrick's sister, Beatrice, for 2 years. She said because they had a huge fight. And they had a fight because Beatrice gave Joella a ride somewhere. Kiana is childish. She can't dictate to Beatrice who she can be friends with and who she can give a ride to. Beatrice is her own person. She can do what the hell she want to do. She can be friends with whoever the hell she want to be friends with. And she can give anybody a ride she wants to give a ride to. You're going to be mad at her because she gave his baby mama a ride? Maybe the kids need to go to a hospital. Maybe the kids need to go get some food. She needs to go to the grocery store to get some food for her kids, her niece and nephews. And you're mad at that? Girl, bye. Beatrice doesn't see it for Demondrick. She thinks that once he hits the street, he's going to do whatever the hell he wants to do. She said that's the type of person he is. Beatrice called Jaquela and told her that Kiana picked up Demondrick's clothes and she is on her way to pick up Demondrick from prison. Jaquela said she spoke with Demondrick the night before. She also said Kiana is not the only female Demondrick is talking to. She said she has been getting messages from other females about Demondrick. Anywho, Kiana and her stepfather, they made it the 5.5 drive to Fort Worth to the hotel. The next day they go to pick up Demondrick at the prison. They wait outside the prison for like an hour, and then no Demondrick. Demondrick didn't show up. But then Kiana, she got a phone call from a officer. I'm getting a phone call. She got a phone call from an officer, and then the show went off. So we don't know what's going on, but we know that he did come out because the previews we saw him come out and we saw her run and jump and straddle him. So we know that he did come out. So that was the end of the episode. This is the end of my review. Princess on a Pillow here. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.